Hello. Hi, Pry. How are you? How's your weekend? I hope the audio is okay. I was watching Loki for once. I don't say that right off. Don't say that in the open. Push that chat away. Hide it. Hello, Lazyhead. How are you? What's going? What's happening? Oh, it finally went up. Playing Minecraft? Oh, I could have gone into Minecraft instead, but I wanted to chill. But then I saw the notif. I mean, up to you. Okay, so, I mean, I guess we'll start? I don't know how long I want to wait for more people to get in, but I guess it's fine. Okay, so when I opened up the game, it asked for my current time again. Hi Nick. Hi Tasat. Hi Anan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you guys? How are you guys doing today? How's your weekend? How was your week? It's been a while. Thanks for the shoutouts. Okay, so the game asked for my current time again. I'm not sure why. I hope the game from before was saved. I can't stay for long. I'll stay as long as I can. Appreciate it, Anna. Thanks for dropping in. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times. Both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. I don't have a favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay. I like that. Okay, so we're actually starting Stanley Parable 2, I guess. Like, this is the actual new content and stuff. Let me turn off the chill beats. So we're actually in the game audio. Okay. Anything I need to adjust? Does this count as windowed, I guess? I feel like your favorite time is staying up to 2 AM playing Core Keeper. Not completely wrong. Okay. Also, let's do this. I got a game hand thing now. It's not perfect right now. I still gotta fix it, but it's something. Don't look at it too closely.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Yeah, I do have hands.
Number 427's job
this whole
was
time.
He sat at his
Or maybe I
desk
just
in
got
room
them and I was just
427
using no
and
hands.
buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him
Using my
from a
mind to
text
control my
telling
computer.
him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day.
I told you not to look too closely.
Year. And although others might have considered
Avert
it
your
soul-eating, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
I'm not even using
They were
controller for
made
this one.
exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
How could
Something
you
that
lie
would
to me
forever
about having
change
hands?
Stanley. something he would never quite forget.
I noticed immediately.
He
Ah,
had
that's
been
how
at his
bad that
desk
is.
for nearly an hour
Oops.
when he realized that not
I can
one
hide it a little
single
bit more.
order had arrived
Probably.
on the monitor for him to follow.
Where's my
No
mouse?
one had showed up to give him instructions,
Okay.
call a meeting, or even say hi.
Oh.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his
that's fine.
senses, he got up from his desk and stepped
I
out
might
of
go
his
lower
office.
now. Oh, okay. Welcome back, it says. Achievement unlocked. That balloon's here now. Get well someday. Continuity.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I mean, the balloons are here. I can't jump still. What if I go out this window for this? Is it possible? Can I go out? All I need to do is send 1,070 more bits to get Sage emote. 5k needed. Oh gosh. Is it possible to get up here? I feel like it was. Or did they remove something? No. Let's not spend too long looking at every detail, maybe. I don't know if I should. The bucket's here. I don't want to pick it up. Should I pick it up? I don't want to pick it up. I'll pry up. Do you know all the stuff that happened in the previous time? There's like some stuff that brought over. The bucket, the balloon. I don't know if I want a bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Oh no. No, I got a bucket. I'm too curious. It's fine. Well, yeah, I don't... Other than the balloons and this bucket, I don't see anything else so far.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
Oh my god.
and entered the door on his left.
Okay. I think... for now, we'll follow Mr. Narrator. Be a good girl, good boy, good person. Follow what he says.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Why does that look funky? I'm trying not to spend too long on everything. It took forever to get here. To the second... Broom closet.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
What?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Oh.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's
Can
a
I give
bucket.
it?
It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be.
I want to
Given
hand
the
it over.
pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
You're the one
This is your
putting
bucket.
pressure.
This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
I just had it for 30
It's
seconds!
name calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
This feels
Even
like
this is
those
worse than I had imagined.
rope
And wait,
fanfics
now
or
the broom
something.
closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends, that your relationship is purely superficial and convenient, that your life is so banal and meaningless
Banal.
that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner. Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
I hear
Expand
nothing.
on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
We
Go
did
through
nothing
each of them
together.
point by point. Share your
Nothing.
journal entries
Nada.
detailing the rich emotional
Zip-
landscape of
ziddly.
your feelings for the bucket, as they have changed and evolved over the years.
None.
Let him have it.
Oh. Okay. I can't even put it down. What's the point of that? What?
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
Well.
There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Okay. Hold on. Alright.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Oh my
See,
god.
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Sure. I guess if it's like an SCP and it's pretending to be a bucket, if it has a sticker on
You
it.
know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us a silent treatment.
We're
And
just
to be
starting
honest,
this
I'm
with
sick of the
this
pettiness on
dialogue.
display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had
Welcome
it with this
in.
impetuous
Is he gonna
room of
keep
cleaning
adding
supplies.
stickers? I'm not
Easily
sure.
the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll
Can someone
see
give a
you
shout out?
outside, and
Or,
we can
well,
get
I
on with the
could.
story about you and your bucket.
I'll just stay here until he's done with his diatribe. Is that the word for it? Do I have to click? I think I have to click. Oh. It doesn't shut you up. Do it. There you go. How long are you planning to stream? It's you. I was too invested in the story. Yeah, it's okay. That's good. That means you're interested in it. I don't know how long I'm planning to stream, but we'll see. I just wanted to stream and chill with you guys. I don't think he'll say anything about me going back in, right? Lazyhead? Anything more? Do you know? I don't think there's more, right? It's just... Ha! My bucket. You can have it. Ha! Bye-bye.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
No?
office.
Okay. Be back later, going out to grab some food. Yes, get food. Oh, I went downstairs. Why is it red? It's a collectible! Whoa!
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
I found it!
Buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Wow. Ah, there it goes. Why did you tell me to savor it? And take it away? What is this? Why are there doodles of a cat? Is that a cat? Cactus? It's a cat on a bike. An owl. Desert icon. I almost forgot what the screenshot button was, and it's not working. Now it works, but I'm not zoomed in. Okay. Fire hose. Car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Can I go back?
All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then, something occurred to Stanley.
I thought I could go back.
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
I thought I could
He
go
looked down at the
back.
bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
1, 2,
The bucket
B4.
returned
Is
his
that
gaze,
important?
but said nothing at all.
That
That's
feel-
strange, Stanley
God.
thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
I
He
thought
held the bucket close.
I wanted to
It felt
explore
none of its
and
familiar
then
reassurance
follow
and
him.
comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
Oh, no.
How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
Oh,
This is
no.
all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
Where'd it
Who
go?
knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations
it
Stanley
just-
might experience
Eh?
without the psychologically grounding presence
But-
of his bucket. And indeed,
Help.
now he noticed that the rooms were
1, 2, 3, 4.
repeating,
Oh.
which was, of course, very odd.
I mean, this happened before.
Now
It's
he
just
felt himself
without
floating off
the
ground.
bucket and
Oh, gracious,
the extra
he
stuff.
exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off
it's
in
gone.
the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Oh, no, wait. No, it's not there.
Stanley, it's
What is
me,
going on?
bucket.
1, 2, B4. 1,
He
2,
rushed
B4.
forward from room to room,
1, 2,
passing by
B4.
one
1, 2,
bucket after the
B4.
next. None of them were his. None of them were his
I can't stay
special
since my
bucket.
dad is.
Come
Oh,
to me, Stanley.
Find me! I'm
He had
finding
to
you!
find the bucket. He had
Where's
to
my
return to his
bucket?
old
Wow, there's a
friend.
lot of
It was the
buckets
only
now.
way to truly restore
my
his
God.
sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks.
no, I
He
didn't.
knew where
I'm
the
still
voice
moving.
of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along.
I can't stay since my dad is. This is
Stanley
like,
doubled over in
don't stay up
agony.
too late like you tend to do. I know you'll do that. I missed what he said. Alright, lazyhead, I'll try.
This is the story
Well-
of a woman named Mariella.
Who?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Ow.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course, he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him.
Oh no.
Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first
The
place.
bucket's so
How
important.
cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes,
Why a
she thought
bucket?
to herself. My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Show it! Why you just... Show it! Just show me a screenshot and not animate it. Okay, do we take the bucket again this time? Meeting today. Was that there before? Figurine Finders Committee. Sorry, my mouse is... The wire... Okay. Balloon. Balloon,
All of his
balloon.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What if I press...
Stanley decided
Here
to
we
go
go.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
No, no, no.
Click a door
No,
5
no, no,
times.
no,
Is
I'm not
that
doing it.
all that
I
you
already
think
did
an
it.
achievement is worth?
Aki!
No.
Thanks
I
for
can't
the
just give
res-
these merits away
for the
such little
resub.
effort. A measly
and follow?
5
Yeah, okay.
clicks. Now suppose
No,
he
no,
were to
no.
click the
I'm
door,
not
Stanley
doing the
lifted
thing.
bucket into
Okay.
his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Aki!
Okay, he stopped the door handle thing. Alright. Now I have the bucket, my bucket.
Stanley
This is
clutched
my
the
bucket,
bucket
no one
tightly
else's
to his
bucket.
chest.
Look, it says
the
property
bubble
of
on his
Stanley. I'm Stanley. It says bucket, because it has a sticker of a bucket. It's a bucket! How's the deluxe version so far? We just started this version. Oh my god. It's pretty entertaining. I'm finding new stuff already, so that's good. Let me know small floating objects have appeared across the office, energize the resources, and ensure your retrieval. Many questions, no memo from management. How can you tell you spotted one? What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? I don't know who made the slides in the first place. Follow clues provided by employee 416. We can do it. Red room? Red room? Red room? Maybe we are the collectibles. Check the check. Thank you, good luck. Bucket is my bucket. There will be a reward. Stop kidding yourselves. I want them so much. I want to go home. There will be cleaning of this wall required. Lies. Who are you? 666. Lol looks like 427. Gonna collect them all. Wait, what number am I again? Am I 47? What's new in deluxe version again? These are pretty... Trust the completion is instinct. Well, pretty much we're going through Stanley Parable again, basically, but there's new... or like, new stuff bleeding in, kind of. Or from previously, like this collectible in the bucket and the get well soon balloons, kind of. I'm sorry if I have to leave right now, but right about now, have a good night, CK. Make sure to get some sleep. Thank you, Anon. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you. Hope you have a good day. And hopefully I will get decent sleep. Is this some kind of game? There must be a find to this. Yeah, so we're gonna... I wanna look at everything! Please do not leave the office before reporting back. Okay. Room closet? I mean, he said there's no reward.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
Yes,
But
yes,
alas,
yes, I will.
no stickers.
Yay, I got new hands. It's not perfect. I haven't fixed it completely, but it's something. I enjoyed my time.
Coming to a staircase,
I enjoyed
Stanley and the bucket walked
making it.
upstairs to the boss's office.
It was fun. Animating the little fingers. You think there's a reward for actually... Oh, of course it's here. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss has suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. I found another one.
Another miniature Stanley figurine.
A bread.
You know,
I love
there
this
really must
narrator
be a
so much.
snappier
Yeah.
name for these things.
Same.
What about mini Stan?
Mini stands.
Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines?
I like mini
Yes,
stands.
I think I like
Stanlerines.
that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Okay. We stand. Queen, we stand. Hi, Brett. Welcome. Hope your day's been good. Of course, there's a collectible in the bathroom. I was gonna say... Oh. I feel closer to the narrator in this
Stepping
game.
into his manager's office,
For some
Stanley was
reason.
once
I'm
again
not sure why.
stunned to discover
Because
not an
I've been
indication
in
of any human life.
fandoms and stuff.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have
So
broken
his
down into an
narration
emotional
is kind
dumpster
of-
fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket.
His narration's
Even
like
now, in his
the
darkest
writing
hours,
of
did the bucket's
fanfics
warmth
people
and
do,
guiding light
and it's
pierce
all out
the
of
dark
passion and
clouds of
stuff.
confusion and chaos.
We
It
stand,
would
stand,
be with him
Stanley. Yes.
always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The
Bucket.
two of them were inseparable.
Yeah.
At this point, Stanley
Like the
was so
points where
absorbed in the
Stanley
tender
and
spiritual
narrator,
connection
like
he shared
narrators,
with the bucket,
he can't
didn't
live without
notice the
Stanley, that
keypad
kind of thing.
behind
I'm
the
like, oh my
boss's desk.
gosh.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845.
Was it the same one? 2, 8, 4, 5.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was
Sure.
it the bucket knew
Oh,
all along?
well-
Was the bucket guiding him?
But
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
love the route where you watch the Scary Sky or something like that in the room. Yes, that route would be like bonding with the narrator man. Yeah, that one's really nice, but I wish the ending... the ending is so dark. Okay, we came from here, right? Yes. I should move on. Another one!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of
Oh, yeah.
happiness
Hi,
that you
Puna
get from
Man,
seeing a
welcome.
small number in the corner of your screen go up?
How
by
have you
one?
been?
Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
We are continuing Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition? Is that what it's called? I should watch a full gameplay of this, shouldn't I? The main game? Like the first version? But it does give more context on what we're going through. Hold on, let me adjust something. The timer for that is a bit too frequent. Oh, why did I... What? Okay. It's supposed to be 30 minutes? Oh, that's why. Okay, sorry. I'm adjusting the timer for the commission prompt thingy. Okay. Don't remember how long it is though. Back to narrator voice. Whoa! Buddha Man! Thanks for the sub! Appreciate you! Wow! You get to play around with my emotes now. Yay, make me a sub, please. Yeah. Maybe a summary. Well,
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
Will they have like a bucket figurine?
You, Stanley.
Oh, Shiro.
Everything
No! Every time you come in, you make me faint. Why? How? Why are you so strong? Don't catch me. You can't. Welcome, welcome.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
So far it's just been the normal storyline, except with the bucket. That's what we have so far right now, Pry. I'm enjoying it.
Had the word escape
which means it's working.
The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
That's basically it. I mean, right now it is. Should I go to my death, or should I let you get to hug something? Okay, actually, let's follow first. I'll show you the death later. Probably. If we can get to it again.
But of course, Stanley and the bucket thought better of it and realized they simply had too much to live for.
Sure. We don't even know what's outside this place. All we know is work.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Horrible, horrible secrets. Were you here the whole session last time, Pry? I can't remember. You probably weren't around. Oh, because we didn't play the whole
and
first
Stanley
game.
nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped.
I'm gonna have to lurk,
guinea
unfortunately.
pigs.
Alright, Aki.
The
I don't
bucket
think so.
had never seen anything like
Take care,
this, and it
Aki.
very nearly burst into
No
tears
worries, do
as
your
Stanley
thing.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Such an emotional support bucket. It's like my plushie. I don't know why that screen is funky though. Throws me off.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's
2K4.
influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Oh wait, I
These
recognize
questions
this. This
raced
was like a whip
furiously
for the
in Stanley's
first game, right?
mind.
Was it? Maybe the bucket is the French of it made on the way.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept
No!
it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world.
My
At this
fanfic
point,
heart
he
is
could
like
trust
squeezing
no
at
one
this.
except for the bucket.
My bucket, my precious bucket. I feel the feels. Oh,
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began
oh
to
bucket
sink
dialogue
in,
edition just makes it
Stanley
all better.
decided that this
I know.
machinery would never
love
again
it.
exert its terrible power
like I have a
over
friend with
another
me.
human life.
Or like
For he
my
and the
little
bucket
pet
would
baby.
dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They
Me and my
high-fived in a
bucket.
really cool way.
Yeah.
And the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
We're gonna do it. Let's do it, bucket, me and you. I find it appealing. Well, I could press on. But we'll follow with for now. Why is it dark?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness.
Is it the same ending?
Was it
Probably.
over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the Bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them
Bucket.
began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The Bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Yes.
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together.
Yes.
With one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening?
What?
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the Bucket not about to be freed?
Let me out. Me and my bucket.
Unbearable silence filled the room.
Let me out with my
lingering
bucket.
and
Whoa.
uncertainty. Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the Bucket to leave.
No, my
Even
bucket.
the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the Bucket. Needed the soothing warmth
I want
of
the bucket.
Go to any
I want
lengths.
to bring the bucket with me.
No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket.
My precious
in his
bucket!
arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
What?
Stanley realized
What?
he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
I
To be
guess.
trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad,
Yes,
Stanley thought to himself. As long as I
sure.
have my bucket with me, right? I'll
My
be
best
okay,
friend.
won't I? Stanley
As long
thought.
as I am with my
Very
best
soon
friend.
now, he was about to find out.
Oh. Okay. Hi. I'm back. Oh, I am 427. Huh. Okay. So they mentioned me. That's interesting.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Alright, another round.
Stanley decided to go
two.
to the meeting room.
Hi,
Perhaps
bucket.
he
Bye,
had simply
bucket.
missed a memo.
Should I take the bucket? Oh, I want to take the bucket. Username access? I turned it off. Oh. Can I turn off the other one? I can! Wait. What happens if you turn them off? I think there might be 4 computers with it. Take it! Okay.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Bucket! Bucket, friends for life. Friends all the way.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
The bucket is a friend, no family. Maybe there's a secret code. I feel like there was, but I don't remember it because it's been so long. Should I keep following him? Show you the death? Maybe? We can do this like sequentially. One by one. Are they gonna talk about the figurine again? Oh, there's clues. A large room, lots of boxes. I don't remember a room with boxes. Okay, apparently it looks like 47. Yeah, because there's Stanley Greens or Stanley Rains. There you go. Somewhere both red and blue. I don't really remember. Nearby a fireplace, a private but smelly place for an important person, and side of a sequel exhibit. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Yeah, I got those. Warehouse access plan. Bridge to allow connection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor? Excuse me? Construct new structurally sound bridge. 1 plank is not enough for a bridge, my friends. Both red and blue on ZK. Yeah, I have both red and blue, don't I? Purple. I think I know where this is. Red and blue, I think. Do you know? Is it the one where we kept saying... where we kept not following the narrator and we get to that part with the red door and the blue door? Was it red and blue doors? I think so. Room closet.
Stanley, we must
Oh,
move on
that's
from
the
this
same.
broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. Coming
Okay.
to a staircase, Stanley and the
Probably?
bucket walked
Okay.
upstairs to the boss's office.
We'll go and do the death first though. Can I go back and see if there's anything? Oh. No. To be rich. Oh, it's the same as before, as in like previous times. It's different without the collectible though. Okay, bucket.
Stepping into his manager's
2,
office,
8,
Stanley was once again
5,
stunned
4?
to discover
2,
not an
was it?
indication of any human life.
2.
Crushed by the
4.
weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down
No.
into an emotional dumpster
2,
fire
5,
if not for the soothing presence of the
4.
bucket. Even
I can't
now,
remember.
in its darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion
What was
and
it?
chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it.
I don't
The
remember.
two of them were inseparable.
Free
At
money.
this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
I did notice it.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Oh, I guess I got the 4, 5
But
wrong.
Stanley guessed the correct code by
There you
sheer
go.
luck.
I know it was
the bucket knew all along?
2854, but I
Was
didn't know the
bucket
order.
guiding him?
Okay.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
We're speeding to the ending with the death. Just to see what dialogue it is. The bucket is a lie. If it was filled with cake, is it a double lie? Or do 2 lies make a truth? Is this the same?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
It is full of cake.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end
I mean,
of this
if you were
hall,
alone
Stanley
with a
and the
bucket
would
full of
both meet a
cake,
violent
would
death.
that be... Wouldn't that be fine? You just sit there and
The
eat
door
cake all
behind
day.
them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Nope.
At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Not together? Are we gonna do it separately? Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Whoa.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Uh-oh.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
I can get out.
This is what Stanley thought to
Can't
himself,
jump.
and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Oh no, do you regret?
Farewell, Stanley.
Do you regret having a bucket? No! Goodbye!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Oh. What? Okay. What? Hold up. Did this happen the last time? Oh. Stanley Parable.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
They got
It's
the
true that
lady
all
back
buckets
too.
are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It
Oh,
was a
bucket.
glorious bucket to
Oh,
behold.
poor bucket. In memoriam. Memento mori. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You're standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourselves and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? This is dramatic photo. That art of the bucket. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so this leads you to like the
Can you see
so-called
how arrogant it was for
exhibition or
Stanley
like
to
behind the
take a bucket
scenes-ish
like this
of the
and to
game?
claim it for his own?
Wow, that's a
Can
lot
you
of
see the
buckets.
hubris that blinded him?
25
Can you
buckets,
see
that's
that
not
the bucket
25.
is
Wait,
far more
can you see?
noble than Stanley will ever be in his short
Is there a
life?
number 25 in there? No, I don't think so. Photograph 25 buckets, greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. Photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. I don't think it's 25 though, that's way more than 25, right? Can I count? Yeah, that's definitely more than 25. Ooh, rusty. Inferno bucket. Do you guys want me to read everything? Is that alright? In case you're not really... Your eyes are like not on the screen and you're doing something else, it's fine. Have me as your background noise. Company. Inferno bucket, a replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains no one can control a bucket. Okay. I'm trying to understand this sentence. What did it do? What? Okay, thank you, I'll drink water. I did though, when I was walking towards my death. Oh, that's a good question. Are you able to take the bucket? No, I can't. There's no cursor also. No reticle. Like, what did the bucket do? Blast people to death? To bits? Okay. Cave drawing. Well, we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind. We do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket has already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. They just asked like the writers to take a bucket. You were like, okay guys, here's a bucket. Write everything you can about this bucket. Be as insane as you can be.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Hold on. I feel like I missed a path down there. Did I? Can I run? I can't run. I can crouch though. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, there are other things. Stress bucket. Worrying, negative, focusing, negative thinking, lack of assurance. Reassurance, vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies, holds, rest and relaxation tricks. Something you enjoy, rest and relaxation. Stress the level of water in the bucket. Wow. It's so figurative. Presented without commentary. Inferno. We missed this one too. There's 2 handles. A bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Excuse me? My gosh, the writing. But can I read this? No. It looks backwards also. That's a lie. I guess people can't handle it. Okay, I think that's it, right? There's nothing. Is this like the hole that was in the previous game? The previous scene? Was it? Previous session, I guess. I've seen a bucket with 2 handles. Have you? What? I better be prepared. ZK, time to put your Omari skills to use. Oh, hold on. I almost walked off there. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Where is it hanging from? Oh, we have to... Sure, okay. They're basically buckets, but with holes. Fair price, but... Oh, okay. I mean, that's a different... It's not a bucket. It's a basket. It's different. Jump. Okay, I will. Hey! Oh. Any... Oh. I took it. I didn't fall?
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh,
Let
oh no.
Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game.
I
Don't
mean-
give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Uh-oh.
We can save the world's
Uh-oh.
buckets from their treatment
Do I
as
do it?
tools and implements if only we let Stanley die.
I mean, I would
together.
usually
Bucket
just
should take
let
his
it
place
happen,
as
but-
ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Is it dead for real now? Uh-oh. Do we not have the bucket anymore? Oh, I wonder. I like how the balloons
All
are
of his
still
co-workers
just
were
hanging
gone.
out.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Don't
Perhaps
think I
he had
can.
simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Hit. I don't think I can. Oh wait, can I? From here? Hit. Oh, I can. Hold on. Get out. Where am I? Oh.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He
I could
then
have brought
praised
the
the game
bucket
for
in
its
here.
insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
It's a
Why
small
don't we take a
room,
minute
surprisingly.
just to drink it all in?
I can't go
Okay,
past
I'm over
this.
it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Are you sick of this gag yet? No?
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue.
Welcome to
Now,
White
Here
Space.
comes the real question.
You've been here as long as
what
you
do
remember.
you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the
I feel like
other
I've done
option
it
is even
before.
longer?
Oh,
How long
no.
will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was
Yeah,
the
I would
better
have
one?
restarted with the bucket.
Imagine
If the
you had
bucket is
selected
still there.
continue
If not,
in the
then
first
oops,
playthrough.
we've
How
like
tantalizing it would be
permanently
not
killed
knowing
the
what
bucket.
happens when you pick the other option. Indeed,
Tessat
you are
says
one
no,
of the lucky
the
ones.
bucket.
Though if the other option
The
is
bucket
really
is a
miserable
lie.
to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In
It's
fact,
like grass.
I'm just going to
What?
say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Okay. Oh, so the only option is to restart, I think, right? I don't think it'll do anything if I... Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, for some reason this is just how big the so-called room is. Can't go any further than this. Okay. Whoa. The sequel is now paused. Begin the game again, I guess. How could you? The bucket is above all. Probably has subscribed to the bucket being our overlord.
All of his co-workers
I see,
were
I
gone.
see.
What could it mean? Stanley decided
It's
to
still
go
there.
to the meeting room.
Wait.
Perhaps he had simply missed
We
a
still
memo.
have it. Hold on. What do I feel about it now?
Warmth spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Yes, bucket. I should have like a bucket in front of me actually. Oh, hold on. Oh, yes! We did it. Okay. So that's number 2. I feel like it's a different computer, right? Get well someday. Okay, let's try and go back with the bucket. I don't know if it's different though.
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek.
Let me try and...
Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Get on.
Get on! Get up! Yes! Do it! Get up! Okay.
Yes! Whispered the
Yes!
bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it! We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator! At last! Out here in the white void we are alone! Now,
alone.
and for the
Me and
first
you.
time I can reveal to you my true self! The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed,
Oh my god.
desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many
Oh.
years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger,
Oh.
of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed,
Wasn't
and the
expecting...
bittersweet reality of time to see one's
Actual
dreams and
dialogue.
wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh. What? No, I haven't done the one like... Oh my god, I
Stanley,
murdered it.
You did it! You
What?
saved us from the bucket! Thank God you already had all
Genocide.
12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon
Bucket?
their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's
Bucket,
power.
no.
I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here
Bucket.
today. Come, let's restart the game,
You know-
and we'll agree to never again go trifling
Buddy.
with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
No, Bucket! Oh, what happened to your fanfic? Oh no! Nanny! That's it! He died! Okay, hold on. Let me. How do I? Oh, actually, I could put. Give me a second, guys. Oh no, he murdered a bucket. Didn't mean to. I mean, who knows whether what he said was real and all. Oh, big bucket. Hold on. Oh, it just looks like I'm gonna barf. Okay, give me a second. Here you go. I have a bucket now. My bucket. Hold on. Can you guys see it from here? I think so. Barf bucket. I refuse to believe. Wait, why would a bucket have blood? Exactly! Told you the bucket was of blood. ZK, you know what would make this perfect? What? What? I have a bucket now. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see if we can
All of
find
his co-workers
all
were
4 of
gone.
the
What could it mean?
inputs.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah,
No matter
comfy.
how
But you
hard
can't see
Stanley
the bucket
looked,
anymore.
He couldn't find a trace of his
Oh.
co-workers.
It covers the bucket. I mean, I think, well, I can probably... Oh, sorry. I can probably put it over. Although I have to... actually... Oh no. Give me a sec. Is it in here? No, it's not. Fetch. Okay. I have to put it in again. Bucket. Bucket. It's, this redeem is gonna go in like 5 minutes, by the way. So it won't be there the whole time. The whole stream. Okay, it's not even on top. Well. There, I'll just leave it like that for now, huh? No mouth, just I have a bucket. There was no bucket. I am the bucket. Sure, you do not want to be this bucket. No, no worry, Nick. I'm a bucket. I cause chaos wherever I go. Barf bucket. Yes. And at least now you can see the bucket, and we actually have the
Stanley
bucket.
picked up the bucket and
Yay!
smiled. He'd never be alone again. Not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
Bucket. Okay, what else do we need to do? Wait, fudge. I didn't check the computers, did I? Did I? I feel like I did, no? Check for inputs. No. I don't see any. Did we do bad? Did we do dirty? That's you. I can't go back? Okay. I don't think I saw any other computer, right? Should we go through the right door this
Stanley clutched the
time?
bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
Oh wait, we can see what happens if we press yes instead on the mind control. We can do that. Let's do bucket scarf. Kill the bucket again. Now I don't wanna. We're not gonna... It takes a bit of finagling to go through that white space, so... Yeah, I still haven't found the other collectible broom closet. It's the same thing, right?
Stanley,
Okay.
we must move on from this broom closet.
I am.
Simply because by coming to a staircase,
Oh, we can go
Stanley and the bucket
down.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I already forgot what happened when we went down. I already forgot. Legit. What happened?
Stepping into his manager's office,
We're
Stanley
gonna-
was once
we're gonna
again
turn the
stunned
mind control
to discover
facility
not
on
an
this time.
indication of
To
anything
a
life.
5-4?
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley
No.
may have broken down into an
2, 8,
emotional
and
dumpster
5?
fire, if not for the soothing presence. But Stanley
there you
guessed
go.
the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Going down... Oh, the one where I went crazy. Okay. I see. I'm not crazy, you are. I have a bucket with me, and that proves I'm not crazy. It keeps me sane. Bucket. We're all bucket people here. Bucket buddies.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We're gonna go through.
The lights rose
that?
on an enormous
still not sure
room
what's up
packed
with that
television
screen.
screens. What horrible secret did this
was
place
it
hold?
254?
Stanley and the bucket
Or is it-
both wondered to themselves.
I mean... Property of Stanley. Me Stanley, me bucket. Bucket me.
Monitors jumped to life,
2, 3,
and
4.
Stanley nearly
Gosh.
dropped the bucket in shock.
Oh.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Whoa, what's the...
The bucket
that red?
had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears
Earth?
as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Okay. Yeah, like, look at that screen. It's like... It's glitchy, staticky. What is this screen, though? What is there? Okay. XX eyes. And a heart, tongue, mouth.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do?
It's just a
What
bucket.
kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He
No!
couldn't accept it. His own
No!
life in someone else's control.
I'm screaming into my own
Never!
bucket.
He squeezed the
The game
bucket
designers
tighter.
behind this are
His
mad
one
geniuses.
friend in
Yes,
the
they
entire
are. The
world.
first game was
At this
so
point, he could trust no
immersive, you know?
one
Like,
except for
just
the
all your
bucket.
choices mattered and all that. And it was one of the first of its kind back then. The classic.
But here
They're on
was
the
the
level of
proof.
Portal. Exactly, it was
The
like
heart
that
of the
era.
operation.
I think it's a
Controls
similar
labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from his very place. And as the
Wait, is there
cold
an
reality
input
of his past
thing here?
began
Hold
to
on.
sink in,
We'll
Stanley
look for it.
decided that this machinery would never again exert its
Wasn't really
terrible
looking.
power over another human life.
Maybe
For
it was
he
in
and
the
bucket
other
would
door, like the
dismantle
right
the
door.
controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
What if you stayed
They
here
high-fived in a
without
really
going
cool
in that-
way, and the bucket made a sassy comment
without
about
going
taking
in that
down the system.
button room?
Pressing buttons. Buttons.
I don't see an input screen. Oh, these are buttons too.
Buttons.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, we can go here. What? What's this for? Alright. I don't think there's an input screen, right? No, I don't see it. We're gonna turn it on this time. Does it say bucket in that code? I can't tell.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Or do we? Can't wait for Portal 3. Well, there is like, it's not Portal 3, but there is like a, I don't remember if it's official or not. There's a, like a extension that adds like a third type of portal. It's green and I think it's time-based, which is kind of interesting. Oh, bucket is in front of me. Hold on. No more comfy. Oh, and I have two buckets. For some reason. Here you go. Bucket. I still have my bucket. It's fine. Yeah, the time when I played that. Oh, was it good? I only glanced
But
at
at
it.
the last second,
Oh.
the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this?
You betrayed me,
Stanley
bucket!
was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds. The
But-
control buttons became active again.
Born to data tracking them all 4 billion live birds. I am trash man. What? Left side. Left side. I can't read. Silly birds. What is going on? I'm glad I came back here, but what? Oh, awaiting bird button input. Oh, wait. There's bird. Which one? Which one? Which one you guys want? Can I go out? No. Yes? Planet Bird Earth. Displaying bird range. No, I can't go out. The left or the right? Right, okay.
Okay.
Silly birds. Flamingo! Okay, wait, I think it's just gonna...
Stanley flipped through one
Yeah.
video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
The bucket is
Stanley
all-knowing.
marveled at the metal genius in his hands.
Clairvoyant.
The one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Oh my god.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom.
I'm gonna go, I'm
because
really
they spent
tired.
the
Alright,
rest of
Brett,
their
no
lives
worries.
here in this
Have a
place,
good rest.
living through live streams of the
I
silliest
guess it goes
birds
back.
imaginable.
Yeah, it goes back and
Of
forth.
all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one
Duck.
was surely
Duck.
the best.
Oh, if Cupcake was here,
And Stanley was happy.
we would be like, ah, look, Cupcake ducks. Ooh, okay, hold on. Wish you for the best of and the bucket. What? Brett, did you typo that? Let me just. I'll just. No, I did. Can I remove that? Oh, luck. Okay, that's unfortunate. All right, thanks, Brett. Have a good night. Rest well. Can I? Nope, I can't. I don't know how. Okay, I'm gonna go get some McD's at this time. Okay. Well, enjoy your McD's, Puda man.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I would enjoy my
What could
drink,
it
but I
mean?
would mess up my throat
Stanley
for
decided
this.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Bucket. Bucket.
The good old bucket.
Yeah.
Just Stanley and the bucket.
How-
Off on another
How long is
thrilling
the dialogue
adventure
for
together.
the bucket? There's no input. There's no other input that I can see. Unless it's not a screen and it was like the copy machine or something. I feel? No?
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing. Stanley clung the bucket to his
No.
cheek. Could his
No!
co-workers
Continue
really all
that.
be gone?
Continue that other dialogue. What? Hold on, I'm trying to look for something else that's like blinking or anything. In case. Oh, I can't come back in here, can I? Ah. Fridge. Okay. I still love how it's just a whole arc of the bucket. I know. I'm guessing. Well, maybe it's just they have dialogue for if you go to places with the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Okay.
to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Are we going against him now? Like, completely? Did we exhaust all the options this way? I feel like we did. Right? Let's just...
This was not the correct way to the
Mm-hmm.
meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Wait, the... Which one? The?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this
Wow.
better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket
It's like
turned out to
having...
be.
What's his name? Was it... The Castaway... Wilson? Was it Wilson? There was another way to go? Which one?
Truly, being here with the bucket was a
Instead of
grand
taking the
adventure.
bucket.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on
Instead
the
of
right,
taking
then walking to the
the
lounge, then
bucket?
arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
The one with the hanging bucket?
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home, here in the employee lounge.
There's also another
Perhaps it's the
option, I
only
think, I'm
place
not
a
sure.
bucket
Well,
can even feel
I'm not
at home.
sure if, like, if you go through the normal route without the bucket, whether it will be more different or not. I'm not sure. Because
Stanley decided
so far it
to
seemed
just
to be the
give
same.
the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly,
Another
the
option,
bucket
I think,
and the
I'm not sure.
employee lounge shared a special connection.
Yeah, I'm not sure, like, if they changed it, if you go without the bucket. Maybe? I mean, we can try once without the bucket and see if it's still the same. Are you done, Bucket? You enjoy this room, Bucket? You want some coffee, Bucket? Coffee nut? Is that all the dialogue? I think so. Oh, hungry. There's like writing and stuff, and I can't screenshot. Hold on. No, I can't. Ah, God. I can't screenshot while I'm zoomed in. I mean, it is on the stream, but I don't think it'll be as high res. Okay. There's writing and stuff I want to read.
But
I
finally,
could read it
the
on my
bucket
own
was
time.
done
but still.
being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
Okay. Should we get back to business? Hold on. Will it close?
And so the two of them
fudge.
detour through the maintenance section and walk straight ahead to
Dang
the
it.
opposite door.
Okay. Yeah, I remember there was something else here. Okay. We're gonna go this way. Bye. Adios. Sayonara.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd
Whoa.
find this place eventually.
That scared me. Hi, baby. Hi?
You see, your friends and I are concerned
Oh,
for
no.
you, Stanley.
It's a therapy
We've come
session.
together here because we care about you very
It's a
much.
group
It's
counseling
this bucket you're
session.
carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
I like my
We're
bucket.
the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game. Like
I'm
the
in a
Adventure
group
Line and the Broom
counseling
Closet,
session
because
now
that's
for
what
some
fans
reason.
want from a
I
sequel.
tried to
They
go
want more
back
of
to
their
the
favorite
main
jokes,
route,
not this bucket that they've never
but there
seen
was like
before. Yes, I know
there was like
I'm
an
the one who
alternate
gave you the
path, so I
bucket,
went
but you're
down that
spending
way.
too much time
But
with it.
now he put
Don't
me
you
in
want
the.
another story involving the Adventure Line?
Yes, I
we
do,
could
actually.
make the Adventure Line go somewhere new.
Where's the baby
yes,
back?
yes, that's what the fans want.
They're
Let's
having
do
a
it.
group counseling session about me with my bucket and bringing it everywhere. Oh. Oh, we can actually go. Hold on. Oh, we can go in! Nothing? Can I close it?
Me and my bucket. Stay here.
You're not gonna say anything? Just gonna make me follow the line? Okay. Hi, wife. Hi. Hi, baby.
Baby.
We care about you, Stanley. What font is that? What table is that? I love how you're so happy to be able to go in the broom closet. Broom closet is life. It's my favorite room. Where does this line go? Safe reach. Okay. Plans. I want to explore everything. that they said.
Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Oh yes, this. Dun, dun, dun. Yep.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Excuse me!
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then.
What?
Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this.
I don't remember
But
that
if
at
we
all.
want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, I don't want to give up my bucket. No. You're gonna make me give up my bucket.
I won't let you. I won't let
Don't
you.
you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's
No.
why I'm very
Can I-
proud to introduce a brand new character.
What new character?
This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the
No.
Stanley Parable.
Don't
True,
wanna.
it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
This is really about the
Can you
bucket.
guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
No, I
Surely you
can't.
don't need me to spell it out for
What does
you.
it do? Does it make
Go ahead now,
cupcakes?
Stanley.
Does
Say
it
goodbye to the
does
bucket,
it
and then pop it into the
squirt
machine when
ice
you're
cream?
ready.
No, I don't wanna. Yeah, that.
Now
Yeah.
listen to me. It's crucial that
No.
you give it the bucket. I don't know what the
Yeah.
Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows.
I thought you
That
said it
is
was-
its singular personality trait.
I thought you said it was
Sure, I
well
can
fleshed
hear you
out.
saying, how does a character
my
with
God.
only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters?
Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits.
Sure.
What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I
Broom
wonder what
closet.
sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the
Bring the
Bucket
other ones.
Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry
In the more
and
where you
finish.
had
We
to
can't
kill the
get
cat.
back
Yeah,
to the
that
classic
one, man,
Stanley
is so
Parable
messed up.
characters
I'm
like
glad I
the
didn't
Adventure
follow
Line
it.
or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn
Oh my God.
bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley.
I'm not
the
gonna.
fans, what they want. Hurry and...
It exploded. Oh, hold on. I can't move. What is this? Oh, it's the bucket
Bucket
machine.
Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential.
I'm still
We were
hugging
going
my
to do
bucket
such
over here.
marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All
No.
of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
Rip.
For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Yeah, he was actually. Okay, now what? Oh, fade to black. Yen is nerdy, yen is nerdy, yen is nerdy, yen. I wonder if there's new, like, restart. Like sometimes something else, something different will happen when you come here. Why is there a pin on my window? Hold on. Second. What? What? Huh? Where are you? Oh, that was weird. Okay, never mind. Sure. Your rank 1. Oh! Gambling, okay. Okay, my phone has the red light, but none of the other phones did, I think. Get well someday.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
Yeah, that's
Minutes?
different.
Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Wait, what time was it? Oh, it's been like an hour, I guess? I know it was like 11 when I saw the clock first. E. Okay, do we take the bucket or no? We can go back. What did we just do? Oh, the bucket destroy machine. Do we destroy the bucket in the machine? Do we do it? Or no? And we just continue on. Okay, well, let's see the normal route. Dare to gamble more, child. Burn it all.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Okay, this
doors,
is
he entered
normal.
the door on his left.
Let me see. Let me see how far this goes. This is still the same. Oh. If we go in here, it's the same, isn't it?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I think this would be the same old dialogue that we had. The captions had something questionable. Oops.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
Is it gone now?
Just an
Hopefully.
empty broom closet. No reason to still
Forever
be
live in
here.
fear of that which you do not have. Yeah, it's gone? Okay. Yeah, I
It was
can't
baffling
really
that
avoid
Stanley was still
that, I
just sitting
think.
in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with,
This is
he'd be
just the
justified
old-
in some way.
Yeah,
As
it's
it
just the
is,
old
he's
stuff.
literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
FA. I don't remember what FA is.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
You're
to
excited,
his
Nightbot,
boss's
for
office.
nothing. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
Still
once
feels the
again
same.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
8.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
No.
who orchestrated
God, I keep
this.
forgetting.
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute
Nope.
to just let the narrator talk.
Nope.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
Let me
So he relaxed
through!
for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Okay, well, I guess I gotta get rid of the bucket now. Give me a second. While we wait for this music to end.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Well, that was
Stanley
fast.
calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Bucket. Okay. I'm removing the bucket for now. Because we don't have the bucket. Oh, and I gotta put myself back in. Hello. I'm back. With my gamepad. There you go. Alright. I think this is the same. Let's go, let's go, let's go. If only there was like a fast forward button. Oh. Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What happens when you press yes with just yourself? I think there was a sequence. And it's not the silly birds.
The lights rose on an
Yeah, we're
enormous
gonna-
room packed with television screens.
We're gonna go
What
through this
horrible
again.
secret did
This is the whole
place
game
hold?
pretty much.
Stanley
Like the
thought
first
to
time we
himself.
played through
Did he have the
Stanley
strength
Parable.
to find out?
The first time we got in touch with this game. It's just redoing routes over and over. Going through the different options, seeing all the different
Now the
endings.
monitors jumped to life.
Because it's
Their
all
true nature
interesting pretty
revealed.
much.
Each bore the number of an
You've
employee in the
seen them.
building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on
on.
a screen. And Stanley,
Come on.
one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
There's like so many endings in this game. Like
This mind
I
control
still remember
facility,
some
it was too
that you haven't
horrible
seen at
to
all.
believe it couldn't be true.
Legit though, this
Had
room was in the
Stanley really
first
been under
game. Yeah, yeah.
someone's control all this time?
It was when you
Was this
ignored
only
all the
reason he was
narrators
happy with his
narrations. Yes, yes,
boring
yes.
job? That his emotions had
This was
been
in the first game.
manipulated to
Like this whole
accept it
story.
blindly?
This route is in the first game.
No. He refused to
the dialogue's
believe it.
pretty much the
He
same.
couldn't accept it. His own life in
believe.
someone else's control?
Never.
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yep, yep, yep. Oh,
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
I don't really
Walking,
see those. Though.
eating,
Or is
working,
it just the colors?
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Uh-oh.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do,
I
for
remember-
example.
okay,
and
yep,
I believe
this
you'll find
sequence.
this pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
I would say that this game rivals my love for Undertale. Yeah. We love like
Say
alternate routes, don't we?
2 minutes.
Ah, fudge.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star.
no.
It's your story now.
you
Shape it
telling
to
me to
your
press the
heart's
blue?
desires. Oh, this is
Where's the number
much
3?
better than what I had in mind.
3?
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments
counting down.
until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
Where's 4?
About me. Where we're going.
Where's 4?
What all this means. I barely know where
Yeah,
to
that's
start.
5, right? Where's 4? I don't remember.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are.
4?
A moment of solace before you're obliterated.
4?
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway.
Oh my
I'll tell
God.
you exactly what happened.
Doesn't even care if I die this
erased
time.
them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Wait, what?
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. And
Listen
you
to what
must
this
hate
guy
to
is
see it
saying.
Go. But
Sounds
I'm
like a
sure
total
whatever I
villain.
come up with on the next go around will be even better. My goodness,
Like he actually
only 34
mean-
seconds
oh my God.
left.
Really?
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what?
There's
To hell
no
with it.
4.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
put
see the
some
number
extra
4, do you?
time on the clock. Why
There's
not?
no 4
These
button.
are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time
Yeah, in
doesn't
this
grow on
instance,
trees.
he's bad. I don't believe
Oh,
it's
dear me,
the
what's the
case
matter,
for
Stanley?
for
Is
all
it
the
that you
routes,
have no
though.
idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Wait,
Or
what?
did you just assume when you saw that timer that
changed.
something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look
I don't
at
know
you.
where it is. I
Running
don't see
from
it.
button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything,
button?
something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I don't know where number 4 is. Oh my God.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
I remember
But here's a spoiler for you.
the vibe
That
of this.
timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only
Wow.
still playing.
Wait,
instead
is
of watching
that
the
it? It's up
cutscene,
there.
and I want to watch you for
Can I go up
every
there?
moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
Oh God.
It's a tragedy.
40
you
seconds.
wanted to control this world, that's
Oh, I
fine.
can go up here. Oh
But
my
I'm
God.
going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Shut up.
That's 30 seconds you have left to start. 30 seconds until
I already
Big
pressed
Blue
5 though, which
comes.
I don't know if that
Knowing
messes it up.
Just you being blown to
I don't
pieces.
remember if there
Will
really
you
is a
cling
way to
desperately your frail
to
life,
to
or
shut
will
this
you let it
down.
go peacefully?
Goodbye and play
Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all
11,
the same to me.
10,
All part of the show.
9, 8,
And believe me, I will
7,
be laughing at every
6,
second of your
5,
inevitable
4.
life from the moment we fade in until the moment I
Yeah,
say
no, that doesn't do
happily
anything.
ever after.
Hmm. So, is the narrator bad? I don't know. It doesn't feel that way for all the routes. Specific order, maybe. I don't know. Wait. What was the one before? 1, 2. I don't think it was a whole. I don't think it was all numbers though. 1, 2, B4 or something like that. There's no B thing. Okay. I still don't remember what's up with the inputs.
All of his co-workers were gone.
When you
What
play
could
this
it
game
mean?
on your own, you
Stanley decided
can
to go to
look
the
through
meeting
like
room.
a
Perhaps he had simply
walkthrough
missed a
and
memo.
go through all the
No
routes.
matter how hard Stanley
It'll
looked,
guide you
he
through.
couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I think the narrator may have been driven mad for that route. Yeah, probably. He went insane. Okay, do we take the bucket again? I believe so. And we're gonna ignore the narrator. Right? I think so. Just go.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
Yeah.
Anywhere, which
Stanley
means
clutched the bucket tightly
against
to his chest. This was not
your
the direct way to
directions.
the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yep.
And here it was.
Yep.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this no? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Sorry, bucket.
Stanley took the door on his left to go
Okay,
back
yeah,
to
so
the
I
meeting
went
room.
this way, down that lift to the group counseling session. But it closed the door on me, so I can't go this way, so let's go this way now.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Oh
the
my
cargo
God.
lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Penalty, penalty. Oh, will you find me if I jump off this time? I don't think that was there before. Hold on. Cargo lift?
Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
I mean, I guess I'll follow
Stanley
the
did not
bucket.
question
There's
why
a
or how this
collector!
bucket was speaking to him.
Wait, there's
It
a
should have
thing there!
alarmed him, of course.
Wait,
because
there's someone
buckets
there!
are
The
trouble.
collector's
But Stanley
item!
chose not to think about this obvious fact.
How do I get it?
He was firmly
How
convinced
do I get
that
it?
the bucket had
How do I get
spoken
it?
to him, and he
Wait, how do I get
unthinkingly
it?
did whatever the bucket asked.
Wait! Which way? I guess it's if I drop down there? Drop off from the ledge? Can you... How? I mean, we'll follow the bucket for now. Let's do
In
that.
here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
What dark room?
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Why is he role-playing as a bucket now? Oh my god, that's really dark. That is creepy. Up.
Now pick up the phone.
No, I don't
Said the
wanna.
bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Okay.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once
Bucket.
upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Okay, nothing. What? Narrator Airlines? What? Freedom Missing Mind Control Facility. I went to the mind control facility and all I got was this lousy sticker 427. I played the demo. Adventure awaits. Wow. Wow, this actually looks like a house, actually. Oh my god. I would live here. What? Bucket! Bucket! Sunset. Kitchen. I like something, I just something my bucket, I guess. Can't read. I wish I could pick stuff up. I need a hug. Smile. Okay. Be my Valentine? I don't think I can go out the window here. Oh, hold on. Nope. Nope. Okay. Look at. I guess. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Or, I guess. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press Q to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Where's the bucket now? Where'd you say? Bucket! Press O to take me back home with you. Okay.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well?
Although
To
now
see
that
him
you've heard...
delusional like this,
Oh my god, the
obsessing
bucket.
over an inanimate metal object?
Bucket.
I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can
Bucket.
convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Like, now that you've heard the narrator be, like, evil-ish, it kind of spoils the view of him being your friend a little bit. If you can, like, separate them. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I preferred it when he was my friend. Without the tainting. Press you to go back to work. Like, are you actually concerned
Away.
about me?
Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think. It can't talk.
All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Oh, now it lets me press things. No. Okay. Don't listen to the loud man. Press P for us to go back home. Well, now it's telling me to do things without your instruction. That's something. So, well, the narrator sounds legitly sad at some parts, so I feel like the evil one is like a separate route, so I'm gonna take that path, you know. Press P.
You see,
Oh,
he's not
no.
listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Yeah, huh? Bucket is my waifu now. Press Y to ignore anyone in your life except for me. Okay.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
Oh no.
From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty
Evil's
bucket,
probably more
this
of him going
sort
mad.
of
Yeah.
shiny bucket.
I feel bad for the
Lucky
narrator.
yes,
I know,
bucket does have a
right?
nice shine
Yes,
to it.
yes. Oh, it's on my computer now. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press B to go back home.
Yes, yes, Bucket, I will do what you say.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid.
It's my friend,
Like
that's
it
what.
would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
It's my emotional support bucket. Press G to relive the same day with me over and over.
Yes, I will.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Because I see it as important. That's what you're trying to rationalize. That's what you're trying to figure out. Press Q to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home. Alrighty.
Oh no, I'm having feelings.
You got the feels?
Bucket. Oh, no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps, if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing.
Yes, yes,
The bucket could tell me
We
what
will
to do
all have a
in this
bucket.
troublesome situation.
yes.
Yes.
Stanley, give me the bucket.
No.
Give it to me.
Mine.
Give me the bucket,
My
Stanley.
bucket.
I
No.
need it.
Don't
Give it to
take
me
my
now.
bucket.
Give it or I'll...
No. Go back to work, Stanley. Okay. We started fighting over the bucket. Ha. Okay, another beautiful day at work. Let's go.
All of his co-workers were
Oh
gone.
my god.
What could it mean?
No wonder the
Stanley
bucket
decided
created
to go to
war.
the meeting
Yeah.
room.
I don't know
Perhaps
why
he
it's
had
still
simply
here
missed a
though.
memo.
Is it that special? Like, is this the whole... Is it just revolving around the bucket, this whole sequel? This Stanley Parable 2? Oh my god.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Well, now he's really speaking highly of it. Wow. Okay. Let's go. This feels different. Hold on. No? Yes?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Alright.
to his chest, and this was not the correct way to the meeting.
So the bucket has a mind control
Stanley had
technique. Oh
felt
my
the
god,
bucket
wait.
calling to
Oh.
him, telling him that the
So it is
employee
true.
lounge was simply the place to be.
He has stickers on him though. He
And
looks
here it was.
nicer
that
with the
bucket turned out
stickers.
to be correct.
What if I
Was
never
it
went into the broom
never
closet?
mind.
It'll
The
just
bucket
it
was
just
wrong.
won't have stickers.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm ignoring that.
No,
No,
no.
said the bucket.
Don't
Okay,
go
how
to
do I
the
do
meeting
this?
room.
Here?
Go somewhere else.
Oh.
The cargo lift, yes. Go
Yes.
there. Go to
Hold
the
on.
cargo lift.
I don't want to fall off. I'm getting it. He was the one mind controlling, maybe. The reason that the room where you pressed yes and it was Doug's because he was the one mind controlling. Okay, wow. Loading dock A, B, C, D.
You're getting close now, Stanley.
I'm getting close.
You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlarines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
Wow.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all.
Yeah.
You can't go back to when you had no Figler Anlarines. None of us can.
None of us.
Figler Anlarines are our life. There's a door down there. Can I drop down? There's like a... What happened? Let me see what's true this way. If it goes anywhere. If not, then... Well... Whoa. Where does this go? What? Eh? Hello? What? What in the world is that? Wait. Help, help, the striped shirt savage is tearing off my arm. Ow, beware the referee of pain. There's another doodle. I'm so confused. Oh my god, what is happening here? Hello? Yeah, there is like... there is like another weird route you can take in the first game, which you haven't seen yet. 500 tons of raw copying power. It gets really funky, you know? Like, fourth wall breaking and all. Messenger from the printer. You're speaking up for the printers. Day of ink. Ink is printer blood. That means every time you print a document is written in blood. Think on that. Printing is a blood sport. Vegans shouldn't print. Printers are alive. Okay. Fine. Oh. What? Narrator dialogue. That's a bunch of tapes. Disc. Narrator dialogue. Narrator dialogue. Where am I? He hasn't said anything. Is this his room? Wait. 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 Is this where you are? Hello?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know.
Who's this?
I've lost track.
Who's this?
Nothing feels real
Evidence
anymore.
252. What?
The longer I study this building, the less sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time
Still about the
I
bucket.
pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket
What is
in
going
my
on?
arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes.
Is this the narrator or... Wait,
Unthinkable the
it's going
amounts
in
of
reverse?
money people will pay for even just an hour
I'm
with the
confused.
bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Come
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, they mentioned it before in the bucket exhibit, I think. Gabarata. I vaguely remember it. Some kind of entity. Monster.
All of his co-workers
My brain.
What could it mean?
We keep
Stanley
doing the
decided
same
to go
things
to the
over and
meeting
over,
room.
and I'm trying
Perhaps
to
he
keep
had
track of
simply missed a
everything.
memo.
I don't know where the input stuff is.
The embrace of an old friend.
Old
a
friend.
weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Yeah. Is that Solitaire? Yes, Solitaire. I remember that. Okay, also at some point, there's a chance that you'll actually see a human silhouette or figure somewhere. I don't remember if that's true or something I made up in my head, or if it's still around. This bucket arc is turning dark. Nothing good can come out of this bucket. It feels like it's the whole anchor of this
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
sequel.
to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting.
Because when I go through it without
Stanley
the
had
bucket,
felt
it's
the
pretty
bucket
much
calling
the
to him,
same.
telling him that the employee lounge
So I'm
was simply
assuming
the
we
place
just
to
gotta
be.
go around with the bucket everywhere. I'm checking.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it no? Never
No,
mind.
no, it's
The
not.
bucket was wrong.
I would try to open
Stanley
every
took
door,
the door
but
on his left
I'm not
to go back to the
gonna.
meeting room.
Okay, we're gonna jump
No,
off
said the bucket.
for real this
Don't
time?
go to the meeting room.
Or
Go
like,
somewhere else.
maybe you
The
go-
cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the
No,
bucket.
let's
Now
do
ride
this.
the lift all the way to the top.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death.
Oh my
that They
god.
might die in one another's arms.
The bucket's not
How
alive,
deeply
man.
touching.
Oh. Okay, and we're back.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
That's not... that's not fun to hear. I feel like that was just a dialogue thing, but you never know. Why is there a balloon in the chair now? Was it always there? I don't remember. Bucket?
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
But if he ain't alive, why the blood? Oh, that's true. Oh, fudge, you're right. No. I'm subscribing to the belief that the bucket's
Stanley
alive.
clutched the bucket tightly
Okay,
to
let's
his
go
chest.
this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
We still
that the
haven't gotten
employee
any
lounge was
weird
simply the place to be.
startings to our routes
And
yet,
here it
which
was. Had the
does
bucket
have
turned out to be
there's like a
correct?
few,
Well, no, never mind.
at least two.
The bucket was wrong.
I don't remember how
Stanley
many.
took the door on his left to go back to
I
the
wonder if
meeting
there's
room.
any more that way. I didn't get fined.
No,
Said the
That
bucket.
sign is a
don't go
lie.
to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said
Good.
the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
No.
Stanley
I'm not
did not
gonna.
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him,
Ugh.
and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I'm not doing it. Danger everywhere. Getting sleepy, Pry. It's midnight. We should stop, probably. I don't know how much more there is, though, for this sequel. 2B3. What?
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point." Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless,
I'm eating a
what
salad.
if the
Okay.
problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
It has
I
a
suppose that
sticker
would
on
explain
it.
lot
It has a
about your
bucket
behavior
sticker on
up
it.
to this
It's a
point,
bucket.
Which, if that's true, well, my
Warning, do not
goodness,
stand on this side
I
of the
think we
fence
have
is
to
my
do
favorite
something
sign.
about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and
What makes a
isn't
bucket a bucket? Well,
Please,
that's true.
step in
It's a
here
set.
for a moment.
Thought a basket was a bucket. Can I not go through this way? Nope. Okay.
The end is never the end is never the end. Is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run
Oh
you through some
my
test
God.
scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us
It's like the
everything we'll
butterfly
ever
meme.
need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No, it's cake. It's a bucket, I think, right? Wow.
Incorrect.
Wait.
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual
Excuse
bucket.
me. What? Okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Is it not?
Correct.
Yay!
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Sure. I'm expecting like a
3.
person to come
Is
out.
this a bucket?
What if I don't answer? Is there a time limit? I wonder. Also, I wasn't really fully paying attention to what he was saying earlier during that villain phase. I think he was the one that got rid of the employees. Right? I feel like that was the case. He did something with the mind control facility and he wanted a whole story with me. Something like that. Yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna. Let's do... Oh.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
What? Looks the same. How? Oh my god.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
You gotta tell me this is a bucket. What if I say yes? What if I say no?
Correct. This is a tractor and not a bucket.
I mean, this one's
To be
easy.
honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you.
Oh
Thank you
no,
for
what
not
if
making
I...
me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
What if I just said yes?
Is this a bucket?
It's the same! I can't say yes now. It's not a bucket. Excuse me!
This is a bucket.
Hey! Explain! What? What?
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
I don't know what's right anymore. I don't know what's right. What's a bucket? What makes a bucket a bucket? I don't know. I don't know what a bucket is. Is this a bucket? Is this a bucket in my hand? I don't know. Bucket's only what everyone perceives
Trick
as a
question.
bucket.
Both. Gotcha.
Oh, okay. I don't know anymore.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
What? What are you talking about? The bucket in my hand? Yes, no, yes?
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
No, no. Yes? No? I don't know. You're confusing me, Mr. Narrator.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out.
You're
I've
confused.
lost all sense of perspective.
I'm
What is
confused.
a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago, I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift.
Yeah, I
Do
put
any of
this
us
out
know
there.
what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Oh, if only
Stanley, I
Aki
can't
was here.
keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and
I am
myself
bucket.
was all I ever had to begin with.
I'm
I'm
with
afraid the
you.
bucket is threatening to tear our relationship
Oh, no.
apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. but I'm going to erase all
Oh,
buckets
no.
from the game entirely.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
here we go.
Are you gonna get rid of my bucket?
What happened? Is everything gone? Why
The
did
game
everything
doesn't-
disappear?
The
Wait,
game doesn't exist
was
without.
everything a bucket?
Oh
Every single
no.
thing in the game was a bucket.
Uh-huh.
My God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all.
A
And
bucket
you,
is only what
Stanley,
everyone perceives
you're
as a
still
bucket.
here.
I guess
You're
so.
not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful
Why
news.
can I
We're
still
not
see my
buckets.
reticle?
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now.
I mean-
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue.
Well,
But
now
it doesn't
what?
change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Doesn't have a game without a
Tell
bucket.
you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
What? It looks normal. Huh. Everything's a bucket, bucket everywhere, bucket,
How long
balloons
was I
are
sitting
bucket.
there? Stanley wondered to
bucket,
himself.
bucket.
Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a
Bucket.
note to be more careful with time from now on.
Bucket.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but
Bucket.
Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
Very lucky. So everything is just a very stretched bucket. I guess so. My brain.
Stanley clutched the bucket
What
tightly
else do
to
we
his
have?
chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't remember what other routes there are actually. Hold on. I mean, we can try going this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
I feel like
that
I've
the employee
almost
lounge was simply the
exhausted
place to be.
all the routes from
And here it
this
was. Had the
two-
bucket
from
turned
the
out to
two
be correct?
doors.
Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
I can go
Stanley
this
took the door on his
way.
left to go back to, and so
We
the
went
two of them
down
detoured through the maintenance
there.
section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
And then it was it the counseling room? Yes, it was. Was there any route other than that? I don't think so. I almost thought that was a floating chair. This is closed. Yep, okay. We go back this way. Oh. Oh, we need to go without the bucket this time. Ah, fudge. Five Derby, just take it from me. I think this might be the one of the last things to do for this game. I'm not sure. Oh my god, did that always used to be red? Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen this investigation, this room? They feel pointless, to be honest. Ideas. 2-1, someone content, what we know, what we forgot, what we don't know yet, bonus stuff. Can we sell them? More money if sold together. How many are there? Okay. Floating, magnets, dreams, employee. Is that a signature? An artist's signature? Don't mind me, I'll just be munching on an egg. I mean, if you're not sleepy, that's fine, Pry. I'm glad to have your company. And whoever else is here. Should we make them employees, interns? What do they want? Our data, stock options, money. Yee. You enjoying the game? I bet you are. Red rum. Red rum. Okay, okay, so we have to go through again
Coming to a staircase,
later without
Stanley
the
and the bucket
bucket.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
What am I doing here? Oh, I was trying to see if there was anything else. The crazy room. Okay, you know what? Let's try and restart. see if anything happens, and like, because we're gonna do the without the bucket anyway. Because you can restart like a few times here and just see if something changes. I think. Just keep doing it. Nope. Nope. Let me do one more time. Nothing different though. That was one of the funky things about playing this game the first time, when you restart the route
All of his
and something
co-workers
changed.
had gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Okay,
Perhaps
no
he had
bucket.
simply
No
missed a
bucket this
memo.
time. No bucket. My brain was like, I want to grab the bucket. No bucket, no. No, 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 no.
When
Let's go
Stanley
and get the
came to a set of
collectible.
two open
I
doors, this
think
was not the
it's
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
ignoring
knew it perfectly well.
and then
Perhaps
going
he
on
wanted
the
to stop by the employee
bridge.
lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, yes.
And here it was,
My
the
brain.
lounge. But eager to get back to business,
I wanted
Stanley
to
took
grab
the
the bucket
first
so
open
hard.
door on his left.
I can't remember what went on if you went without the
Stanley
bucket
was so
over there.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired
What
years
if
ago.
you... Hold on. What if... When we went through there, what was it? Through the vent, down. I can't remember. There's too much stuff. Okay. Go on the bridge.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
This is the same.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you...
Almost missed there.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to
No
show
bucket.
you something beautiful. Look,
Okay,
let me
red
prove
and
it.
blue.
Let me prove that
There
I'm on
he
your
is.
side. Give me a chance.
There he
And there it
is.
The last Stiggly Wiggly.
Last
Savor
Stiggly
this moment,
Wiggly.
Stanley.
We
This
did
is a
it.
real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it.
Yay.
Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job
I
well
did.
done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Yay. I did it. Anything here? No, that's just the same stuff. No one looks up. Okay, there's nothing.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Do I follow him? I feel like it was just the space stuff, right? If we went through the blue door... Like, he'll force you to go follow? Okay. Yeah, that's...
Oh, thank God, you are willing to listen to me.
I think it's
You
just
see
a
that I
space,
really have
stars,
wanted you to be
sky
happy all this
thingy.
time. The problem is all
And we're
these
just
choices.
going round and
The two
round
of us always
here.
trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Yep, it's the
I
same.
wanted to stop.
Open the door.
We would both be so much happier if we
Open the door.
just stopped. And I think, well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
I'm right here.
What do we want? What
Yeah,
are we
this
looking
is
for?
this is this thing. Yep, yep,
Here.
yep.
Yes.
I remember
oh,
this.
it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here,
Bye.
right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel
Bye.
happy.
Bye.
I actually feel happy.
Oh, Narrator. There's just so many feels you go through with the narrator, like your relationship with the narrator through all the routes and stuff. I think he doesn't say more if you just stay here though. You have to like go in and out. Later it's revealed the narrator sims for Stanley. I mean, in one of the routes it feels like he does. Like when we were with the fast forward button, or the skip button I think it was called. The previous session we had. I'm gonna...
No, wait. Where are you going?
Let's...
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I don't have anything else to
no,
do.
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Look,
Please,
listen to him.
Stanley, think about what you're doing.
What if I go down? No, I think he'll just... This is... Yeah!
No! Oh, no. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
There's nothing else to do here. I already did this in the previous session. Although I don't think I went through it
Stanley,
completely though.
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for... My God.
Oh.
Is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yeah, it just
You'll
sounds
throw
so
yourself
sad
from
here.
this platform over and over to be rid of it? You're literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
This wasn't
Am I
the first
reading
game
the
though.
situation correctly?
So I know this.
Or
Oh my
maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
The voice
Looks
acting,
like you
man.
wanted to make a choice
You
after
feel so
all.
bad? Yes,
Well,
exactly.
this one is yours.
What if I go back now?
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Wait, why is there a kid's drawing? Excuse me? This route always makes me feel bad, yeah.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Oh. So sad. My kokoro. Sorry, Mr. Narrator. There's nothing else to do besides throw myself off. I don't know what the kid's drawing is doing there. I don't remember it being there, actually. I am so slow right now. Let me up. I'm dragging myself up the stairs. No more dialogue. Going up. Going up. There's nothing. And...
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh. Okay, so now there's no balloons. Is this just the first game now? The heck? The narrator is like, being stuck. Yeah, I think there are like fanfics people write of the narrator and Stanley Parable with this kind of theory, yeah. Oh my god, he didn't even say anything. Hello? What? Why is it so dark? What?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines. Those figures. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
The narrator is actually
Filled to the brim with
so
inner
long. Don't tell
richness?
anyone I made that joke.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone?
Oh
I
my.
would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Oh, okay. What? Why? I'm right here. I'm the real Stanley. You don't need no figurines of me. Of my likeness. We're back here. Okay, hello. Memory lane. Now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Why? Was it not enough for you, Mr. Narrator guy who says you don't need a reward for collecting collectibles? Hmm? 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 Oh. 2013, yeah. Ooh, Steam review. I don't recognize that actually. Stuff. Stuff. This is the thingy. They pasted this over. Why is there an... What? Interesting. Okay. Good times. Let's begin again. That's me. I don't remember that one really. Standing purple. For a game about details and fourth wall breaking, having the Steam gate there is intriguing. 2013. This is the same-ish? I guess? I think? I don't know. Can go through there, go through here. Why is that mug so black? Oh, yes,
Here's
this
where
thing.
it all began. The first collectible.
Can you find
Back
them?
then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Okay. So there's like all these things. Can I take it again? Is that fine? You know, all these creepy people. Oh. 7 out of 6. Okay. Okay. How long more? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. You still good, Pry? Do you want to go to sleep? Oh.
And here was a second Stan Loreen. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
I'm special, aren't I? 8 out of 6. Do you see me as special, Mr. Narrator? Am I special to you? I'm still here. Well, I mean, if you wanted to sleep, we could pause here.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room
tray is
you
50%
found
off
your
again.
third
Wow.
mini Stan? Can you remember?
Third? Bathroom? Office? I feel like it was a bathroom. I don't remember it being in an office? This way, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
that's exactly right.
There's
It
no
was here in the
coat
boss's
there.
bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that,
I like
you
how
had
they're
3 of
reusing
them.
content
I'm glad these moments
so
are so
immediately.
crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Isn't it? Wait, you can go back up. What if I mean, I could, like, not collect them again. 9 out of 6. But I want to.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room.
No, we
Oh,
didn't.
well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
This feels like superliminal? 10? 10? Where? I love the design. It's all pink and surreal. Where are we? Okay. Oh, hold on. What?
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it so clearly.
Do you?
In fact,
This is
because
kind of
this one
different.
is particularly special to me, I made a little video to
Oh,
commemorate
there's the
the
vent.
occasion.
Oh
Enjoy.
no.
I wanted to get it. Dang it!
What is this? Old style PowerPoint. Oh my god. What's that back there? Whoa. It's the 5th mini stand marine. Mini stand number 5. Wow. Clip art. Yeah, exactly. It's like those really old ones where they made it with Windows Movie Maker and PowerPoint. Narrator. Best Buy, starring Stanley. Copyrighted Narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
That's a long time to you? Okay. Hold on. Let me carefully... What happens if I fall here? Is that possible? I wonder. Okay. And... Oh, we're back here.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the
This
final
one.
figurine,
Yep.
right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh, the doors are open. 12. Okay. I think they're the same, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. What? Okay, well, this is a very similar room to one of the other thingies. One of the other routes. This is new, though.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
You're in the present. Only the present.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
That doesn't
Stop
sound
the loading
convincing.
screen.
Oh.
Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines?
Dude.
Let's just go backwards.
Dude.
We'll do the memory zone
You're
again from the
obsessed!
opposite
You're
direction.
simping
See how
over
that
the
feels.
Stanley figurines and not me! Simp over me! Simp over me! I can't do anything else. Why are you obsessing over the figurines now? My dude,
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors.
we just went through this!
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory
just
zone,
went through
this one is the most distinct and
Oh
clear
my
in my
God.
mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
No, I don't want more. Wait, how many can we collect if we're gonna loop through these again? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is this door here 2B4, 2B5, sorry. Before. Oh.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Oh my god!
Yes, I love that video.
Can I fall off here? Will that happen? I don't know. I don't wanna, but I'm tempted, but I don't wanna abandon this route that we're on currently, even though it's going over and over. Okay, I'm back here. Where are we? In the pink room. Okay.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley.
Nope.
Still no memory of this one.
Me
Good
neither.
room, though. A solid room.
I don't remember where I actually got the... What was it? The fourth one anymore? I don't remember. I haven't seen what happens when we completely destroy the bucket either.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them.
Recollecting them, you mean?
We resisted the temptation. Next one.
What happens if I didn't collect them again, huh? Oh my god. What happens if I go that way? Can I? Oh, that doesn't even do anything. Okay. Thank God. If not, that will be another branching path.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes,
I
remember it too.
I do.
The past is truly a
I
wonderful
get
thing.
it.
Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Oh no, he's stuck in the past. He's just he's just going, reliving his, he's not letting go of the past.
This is it. The very first one we
Someone
found.
slapped Ocean for me when
introduced you to the
reappears.
Figlarines.
Okay.
Oh,
Why?
I want more memories.
I stream Mulan for him and he goes to eat.
going. What else is there? What came before this?
There's an exit sign. 18 out of 6. That's like 3 times the amount. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been in here ever since he went to go get food either. I don't blame him. Collect them all. Can you find them? Oh my god. That's new, that's new, that's new. The way he has his fists clenched. A little concerning. Collectibles.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I'm dying. This Mulan, halfway through greatness, and the man in back Mulan. This looks like something Hollywood would have for some reason. Back he is. Hey, Ocean. I'm not gonna slap you to that. You can do that yourself.
Oh, yes, the two
if you want
doors.
to. Really.
Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Oh my god. We're just going backwards through this whole game? Is this an ending?
And before everything else, there was your office.
Yeah, huh? The time is still the same, honestly.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
Nope, I just
There's
existed
something
here.
I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Nope.
I can remember.
Can you? What, my birth?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started.
Origin
Back then
story?
I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
Whoa.
He would make the decisions. He
What?
would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it.
Probably.
Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
Oh dear.
And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself.
Is he gonna
again.
get rid
I
of
want to
me?
go back to how it
no.
used to be. Yes, I can be on my own.
Are you
again.
sure?
I can.
I don't think you can.
I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself.
Press.
I don't need Stanley anymore.
Oh no.
Oh, but he truly was
Oh,
so
no.
much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once. and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Is it gonna... Okay, it's gonna put me back. And we're back with the balloons. Okay. What if this whole game is the figment of the narrator's imagination? It feels like it now that... Is that where my chair used to be? Why can't I go through the chair? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
He said one last
Stanley
run,
decided to go to
but
the meeting room.
is it
Perhaps
true?
he had simply missed a memo.
Ah, there's a person! We actually saw it! What the heck? I love the I love the concept. I love to see the actual narrator character of him so I can draw him. I know, right? I think there are some headcanons of like what he could look like. Like narrator OC fan headcanons, you know? There was a person! Do I take the bucket or not? That's the question right now. What do I do? I'm gonna assume this is like a last run. I don't know for sure. Probably not. I don't know. I feel like bucket would reroute back. Okay, so no bucket, I guess, right? Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It feels normal though. Oh, we're back here.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
There's no
Feeling
figurines
a wave
anymore.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Broom closet? I'm so tempted, but no.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
There's no collectible anymore. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Is that your cereal? Oh my god.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons.
Okay.
Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Surprise. He does get like this sometimes. Like he knows we've been through this a few times already, so he just skips ahead. I'm not sure how much more there is. Like we're just exploring on our own. Like this is without a walkthrough, so I don't know if I'm missing anything, but it
Stanley
feels
walked straight ahead through
like
the
we're
large door that
pretty
read
thorough.
Mind Control Facility.
I don't see anything different.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
If this is really the
Stanley
last
thought to
run,
himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
we would be able to go to bed.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where
I
freedom
can
meant
read
nothing.
5 to 8. In fact, this could be a figment makes sense though. Yeah, that's true, huh? Like, it's just all in his
This
head
mind
and we're just
control
seeing it
facility,
all.
it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Didn't the narrator know everything and have it all documented in his memories? That's why there's TVs.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Like a
Controls labeled with
figurative
emotions. Happy, or
visualization.
sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
I'm so tempted
And
to
as the
press yes
cold
again.
reality of his
but I
past
don't know.
began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would
I'm
never
being
again
forced
exert
that
its
Mulan
terrible
help.
power over another human
Mulan's
life.
good though. I wish
For
it wasn't in
he
the same
would
night. But
dismantle the controls
don't worry,
once
listen.
and for all.
you should eat Mulan. You should consume Mulan. The movie, not the woman, not the person. The movie. Oh my god. Enjoy Mulan, man. It's a good movie. I like the song. I sing it a few times sometimes. No, don't come back. Oh no.
Gladness, and a rising chill of uncertainty.
You're not cannibal.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
This feels nice
Freedom
to
was mere
go on
moments
though,
away.
this route
And
after
yet,
that
even as the immense door slowly opened,
ending.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
What do you
he
mean strange
realized
building?
none
You
of this
work
mattered
here,
to
like,
him,
don't
for
you know
it was
where
not
you-
knowledge
where
or
you
even
work?
power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Yeah.
Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Do you have a watch command? No, I don't.
What to do.
I don't know how to do it yet. I haven't
Whatever
done it yet.
life he lives, it will be his.
It will be
That was
mine.
all he needed to know.
Mhm.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
The end. It's never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end. Okay, well, we're still here. That was one of the final... You didn't retire me, Mr. Narrator. What? What's up with that, huh? I'm still freaked out
All
by
of his
the
co-workers were
human
gone.
we saw.
What could
A
it
little
mean?
bit.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Is he
missed
still
a
there?
memo.
Nope. My gosh, we actually saw it on stream. That's recorded. Okay, well...
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
What else is there? Narrator can never have peace. Would this be different with the bucket? I mean, I don't think I can even... Can I? What? How do we get there
Stanley
again?
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered
Oh,
the door.
because of the
there.
figurines, we collected all of them. Okay. I don't remember which way though. I think it was this way, and then he stopped us like here or something.
Still no one was here.
No figurines.
Stanley
this
needed the bucket's
time.
warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
I don't remember these yellow boxes actually. Is it just me? Should we stop?
Coming to a staircase,
I don't know.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I don't know how much more pops there are. There's no collectible here anymore.
But Stanley just couldn't do
This
it.
is the crazy...
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze.
We
but
should
said
stop at
nothing
the
at all.
Stowy. I
Strange,
know,
Stanley
right?
thought.
That was
Usually
our
the
first
bucket
time
is a source
playing
of guidance
Narrator.
and wisdom for me
Ah,
in difficult
gosh.
times such as these. He held
But I
the
mean,
bucket
what else
close,
is there? Do
yet
you
felt
know?
none of its familiar
You remember any other
reassurance and comfort.
puffs?
And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal,
I really feel like
everyday
without the
bucket.
bucket, it's
Someone
just the
else's
normal
bucket,
game.
perhaps. How did I end up
From
with
the
someone
first
else's
one.
bucket?
Burn.
This is all terribly
Would we
wrong.
be able to
Surely
go
no
here
good would come
without
from
the
this.
bucket?
Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations
We
Stanley might
can, but it's
experience without the psychologically grounding
similar-ish.
presence of
I
his
can show
bucket.
you.
And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating,
I'm not
which
even
was, of
moving.
course, very odd.
Okay, what's
Now
this?
he felt himself
6,
floating
2,
off the ground.
7, 12. Oh, I'm
gracious,
floating.
he
Whoa.
exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I
Ow.
must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me!
I have to win
the
raffle
bucket.
for more stuff to burn.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his
I'm not even
special
moving.
bucket.
Come to me, Stanley! Find me!
Find me.
He had to find the
Find
bucket.
the
He had to
bucket.
return to his old friend.
Find
It
it.
was the
Oh
only
my
way
God,
to
I
truly
didn't see
restore his
that.
sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket
From
was
inside.
inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
And then you find him on the street.
This is the story
Yep.
of a woman named Mariella.
I've gone through this.
Mariella
Let me
woke
skip.
up on a day like any other.
We could restart.
Rose,
We could just
got dressed,
restart.
picked up her bucket
But I
of
don't know.
comfort and security, and walked to her place of work.
Yeah, sure. Let's just do that. It's also a chance to see if there's anything gonna change here. Okay, I could show you without
How
the
long was I
bucket.
sitting there? Stanley
But
wondered
that's...
to himself.
We'll see.
Minutes?
It's
Days?
probably just a normal
Centuries?
window.
Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned?
It's so
He
weird
made
that
a
there
note
was
to be
another
more careful
human.
with time from now
I
on.
don't understand what's the point of that.
When Stanley
Okay,
came
wait,
to a
where?
set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which way was it? Left? Wait, I can't remember anymore. Try. Which way was it? Oh my god, I can't remember. Oh, I went downstairs. That's it. Okay. Oh, my brain. I ran through the whole the route. Why is it raining? You can hear the rain. What? What? I can't go back. Ah, dang it. But you can hear the rain? Huh.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Everyone is unique. You
Feeling
most
a
of all.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find
The
an
white
answer
space have you
there.
put yes before? Well, last time probably. But not this run.
Oh no, oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
I'm done, that's fine. Okay, go down.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
down.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Down. No collectible. Go through here.
But Stanley just couldn't
I'm just
do it.
no bucket
He
man.
considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
No
He
bucket
might
man.
be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously
why are
out
they
of
so
existence
yellow?
in a single moment
They're
for
kind of
no reason at all.
Catching my
None
attention.
of it made any logical sense. And as
Wonder
Stanley
if it's
pondered this,
something-
he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Yeah, I'm wondering
And for
about
that
that.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley
Are you
said to
still here?
himself,
Yes, I
"This is
am. I
all
love his
too
reaction.
strange.
Oh,
This
no,
can't
no,
be
no,
real."
no, no.
And at last, he
We
came
need
to
a
the
patch of
conclusion
CKS and
that
Narrator.
beyond
You
the tip
guys
of his
like my
tongue,
voice
he
that
just
much?
hadn't found
Like,
the
oh my
words for it.
gosh.
I'm dreaming!
I'm so flattered.
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief.
Didn't used to
Stanley
like my
felt
voice.
to have finally found
I'm
an
okay with
answer,
it now,
an
but
explanation.
wow.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and
This
began
is
to
so
gently
yellow. I don't
float
get
above
it.
the ground.
So yellow.
Oh,
Then
I'm
he
floating now.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating
Yeah,
everything?
yeah,
that
I
I'm
got
doing
all
or
6
thinking?
Stanleys. Have you done this with the
Now the
bucket?
voice
Yeah, I
was
did.
describing
That one was
itself
cute.
being considered by Stanley, who
He
found it
kept going
particularly
through the
strange.
memories though.
I'm dreaming about a
Like,
voice
gosh.
describing me, thinking about how it's
I was like,
describing my
I was
thoughts.
going like, we just
I really
went
thought
through
it all
this.
Very odd, and wondered if
I don't
this
know.
voice spoke to
I don't know
all
if there's
people
any
in their
more
dreams. The truth
new
was
stuff that we
of
haven't
course,
seen. What about the
this was not a
bucket game?
dream.
Bucket game?
How could it be?
Oh
Was
yes,
Stanley
yes,
simply
the quiz.
deceiving
Yeah,
himself,
we did that.
believing that
Killed
if
it,
he's
hallucinate
asleep,
with
he
it,
doesn't have
watch
to take
ducks with it,
responsibility for
driven the
himself?
narrator crazy with it,
Stanley
influenced
is as
the
awake
narrator with
right
it.
now
Yeah,
as he's ever
yeah,
been
yeah.
in his life. Now, hearing the
Like I don't
voice
remember
speak these words
if there's
was
any
quite a
other
shock to
paths
Stanley.
to take.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt,
Bucket game is
that
the
this
quiz,
was in
yeah?
fact a dream. Did the voice
quiz
not see him
show?
float and
Is
make
this
the
a bucket?
magical
Yeah, yeah,
stars
yeah.
just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, surely.
I'm
if he
kind of
could
just showing Pride the original
prove
paths
it.
now, a
He
little
would
bit.
prove that he was in control.
Without
that
the
this
bucket.
was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
This is like really
and he
long
invited
without the
himself to
bucket.
wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the
And
mattress
basically
on
it's
his back,
mostly about done.
the
Okay.
fresh air of a world outside.
There's some
this
few
one.
obscure ones, like hard to get, or
Let
like
me
the
look
random
up,
chance hard to
he
get
thought
to.
to himself.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
through
Okay.
with this dream.
Yeah, I'm
I wish it
guessing.
could be over.
I guess
Let me go back to my job.
this is usually
Let
the
me
kind of game
continue
you would
pushing
play
the
with
buttons.
walkthrough,
Please. It's all
so that
I
you can
want.
get every
I
single
want
thing.
my apartment.
If you go through it
and
by
my wife,
yourself and
my
really
job.
thoroughly, you can
all
get
I want
most
is
of
my
it,
life
which is what we
exactly
did.
the way it's always
I
been.
think. Hopefully.
My life is normal. I am normal.
I am normal.
Everything will be fine.
Computer screen one is kind of hard.
I am.
Computer
Okay.
screen. The awaiting input one? I tried to get all 4, I couldn't find them.
Stanley began screaming.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
And everything went black.
Enjoy that one, Pray.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Ah, okay, so yeah, this was the
Mariella woke up
original
on a
one
day
without
like
the
any
bucket.
other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings,
Yep,
and
yep,
walked
yep,
to her place of work.
I'm
But
tripping
on
out.
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just
It's funny
a
how
few
they just
brief
took
moments, she
the
considered
original
the
routes and
strange
just
man. He was
just
obviously
stuck you with a
crazy.
bucket,
This
and
much she
it
knew.
was all
Everyone knows
so
what crazy
entertaining
people look like.
still.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was.
I'm
to
standing
be
for while
woman.
I'm playing at
I
the
am
same time. It's
safe.
okay.
I
It's
am
I
in
do
control
that
of my mind.
honestly. Like
I know
nowadays,
what
I
is
have
real
2
and
videos
what
going at the
isn't.
same time. One is
It
like
was comforting to think this, and in a
normal
certain
YouTube
way,
video, and
seeing
another
this
one's
man
like
made her
music.
feel better. But then
I
she
don't know
remembered
why.
the meeting
It's
she
probably
had scheduled
some
for that
dopamine
day. Very
dopamine thing
important
that I
people
should
whose
be
impressions
fasting
of
on
her would affect
to
her
reset.
career, and by extension, the
It's
rest
basically
of
the
her
meta of the
life.
game. Both games have
She had no
sort
time for
of
this,
an
so it was only a
overarching
moment
narrative.
that she
Yeah.
stood there, staring down at the body.
It makes me
And
want
then
to
she
go
turned
through the
and
old
ran.
routes again just to show the Pry criticizing current games. I guess so. Alrighty. Okay, the balloons are still there. I mean, what else? Anything special about the yellow boxes, Pudaman? Because
All of his co-workers
I don't
were
remember
gone.
them
What
being
could it
around.
mean?
Maybe it's just
Stanley
me.
decided to go to the meeting room.
I don't
Perhaps he
see
had
the
simply
input
missed a
screens
memo.
anymore, actually.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Do you want to say yes? Do you want to go to the white space again? We could do it. There you go. Hit. Okay.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Which one did I press the last time? Was it yes or no? You pressed no. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as measurable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
Nah, I'm just dancing with
And
it.
if you are not strong,
I was trying to
and
lip
keep
sync
playing
earlier.
along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Yeah, I think it just loops here now. We're just in white space. Someone comes into the stream and they just see me looking at a white, empty nothing. And they're like, what are you guys playing? What is this music? They said there's stuff with repeatable What if you quit and repeat this over and over? I mean, I think when you repeat the routes, it kind of just, there's a random chance for it to change the environment. It doesn't have to be specifically something you repeat over and over, I think. It's just when you repeat the route and restart from the beginning again, it changes the start sometimes. There's a chance. Okay, we are going back. I'm surprised there's no new opening for this though, unless there is, which is one of the hard things to get.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm so haunted by the man now. Okay, Pry, what else do you want me to do, or should we... Gosh, I don't know. The yellow boxes look so obvious to me now. I don't know why. Maybe we should sleep. You done now? Okay. Yeah, huh? Hold on, let me just... Okay, hold on. How many... We haven't seen an exhaustive dialogue for picking up the bucket yet.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace. Protective, yet delicate, assertive, yet
Oh my god.
compassionate.
It's weird that you can't put it down now, although. Okay. Let me try this. We're just gonna restart over and over, getting the bucket.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered
Hit
to
Stanley in the
himself.
head with that bucket and he can use the floor
Days?
as a pit.
Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on. Ah, Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need.
Okay. 420
Stanley
door.
pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Would something react to the bucket's touch? Although I guess I have been pressing things with the so-called bucket anyway.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Wait, wasn't there this
and
20
entered
quick
the
thing?
door on his left.
With the bucket? You want to try that? We can. Maybe. I don't know if it's... Maybe it will be different. Okay, also here, sometimes it'll only be like 1 door or 3 doors or something. I can't remember what it was. But it does change sometimes.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it... No, never mind. The bucket
We
was
should
wrong.
sleep.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay, well... Let's do the 20 click thing. I'm so curious if there's anything
All of his co-workers
else.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No. No, surely not.
Oh shoot, no. Okay, you can't go back. You can't go back and do the 20 click thing.
Stanley pressed the bucket
No,
upon
no, no,
every
no.
little thing.
You
in the
can, you
office.
can.
Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Because it's on door 430 and it's back there.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Trying to remember if there's anything else.
This
Probably
was
not,
not the
no.
correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge
should
was simply
sleep.
the place to be.
Make me
And
sleep!
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
Drink
meeting. So
water,
the
thank
two of them
you, I will.
detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
we were there before. I like this one though. Okay, let me drink. Things for the hydrate. I guess I'll start saying goodbye. Do you guys have anyone you want me to rate?
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even
sends us
from the
on?
original
Okay,
Stanley
we can do
Parable.
that.
It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the
let's
Adventure
chuck this
Line and the Broom Closet. Because
Okay.
that's what fans want from a sequel. They
Alright,
want more
well-
of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
Thanks guys for
Yes, I know
coming
I'm
to
the one who
this
gave you the
wacky
bucket, but you're spending
adventure
too much
with
time with
me
it.
and my
Don't you want
bucket.
another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the
I'm
Adventure
glad
Line
to
go somewhere
see you
new.
guys
Yes,
here
yes, that's
all
what
the
the
time.
fans want. Let's... Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
I can't focus. I'm still. Was there any other? I don't remember.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Oh, that's a
Don't
lot
you
of
remember
jokes.
all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give
Can I
them
go
more
backwards?
content exactly like this.
I don't think it'll
But if we want to do that,
say
you're
it
going
all.
to have to give something up.
Oh yes, it's this one, the bucket destroying thing. We'll destroy the bucket. Let's see what happens. Let's do it. Where is this? Is this the way? Yep.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very
Here you
proud
go.
to introduce a brand
Let
new
me in.
character.
Let me in.
This
Insert
is the
bucket to
Bucket
destroy.
Destroyer.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I think
No,
it'll
this-
make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye
I
to
can't
the
walk
bucket,
into it.
and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Bye, bucket. Oh. He doesn't want to
Now
go
listen
in.
to me. It's crucial that you give
Oh,
it the bucket.
I can't
don't
even
know
put
what the
it
bucket
in.
destroyer will
Okay,
do if
that's
it
not an
can't destroy
option.
your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
It doesn't even let me.
How does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see
Okay,
that its
hold on.
desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and
Let me
nuance that
lower.
there's really like 10 personality traits. What other
Alright.
bucket in this game can you even
I
see?
guess it's low enough now. Plot twist a bucket is super good at it.
Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be crying for.
Thanks guys for coming. Thanks Aki for resub, Pudaman for subscribing, and you guys for being here. Appreciate you all. Hope you have a good weekend. I am trying. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Have a good week ahead, and hopefully I'll stream again sometime. I guess we're done with Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition? Probably? Unless we want to find like a walkthrough and go through the missing stuff that we didn't see.
Potential. We will
But yeah.
such marvelous things with you, tell such
I guess we'll rate Sense, yeah?
all of its squadron now. Goodbye.
We're gonna rate Sense.
Moment in time that you were here. You were magnificent.
Oh wait, did I not follow him? Is he offline already? Hmm. He's doing only sleeping. Oh. Wait, did I not follow him? I thought I did. I did. What? Why is it? Why? He's on still, right? Technically? I do follow him. Why did he not show up in my raid list? I'm only sleeping. Oh, fudge. I hurt myself. Okay, well, I mean, we could just end. We don't have to raid, right? Thanks for the follow, catgirl4254. I hope you enjoyed this dumb adventure. It was wild. There's Starlo. Yeah, but like, how long has he been going now? Is he going much longer, or is he... Oh, I guess he's doing sketches. Yeah, sure, if he's still going. We could raid real quick, even if he's ending. Hello, catgirl4254. Appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. We shall raid over to our friend Starlo. He does cute bunny art. Ghost bun art. And he's a really nice guy. Oh, hold on. I always forget to do the raid messages. Raid. What was the other one? Sub. Oh, there you go. Alrighty, guys. Take care. Stay safe. Sleep well. Have a good night. If it's night for you, have a good day if it's day. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for being here. It was fun. Loved it. And probably if you want to see the other routes, we could have our own session. I don't know. I can show you some of the other routes, hopefully. Or you can play it for yourself sometime, someday, hopefully. Ready? Bye! Good night! Take care. Love you all. See ya!